And they also got the semi-finals of the Chinese Masters, but the Dutch Open winners they were in 2005. But Kelvin Martin will call us to play in just a couple of moments. We'll be underway with the first match of 10 this afternoon. My goodness me, that's going to be a marathon effort by all of us here, the broadcasters in Madrid. But we hope you'll sit back and enjoy it in wherever you are around the world. This is now getting to some serious times. We've got the mixed doubles then. Poland versus Thailand. In service, Saralee, S.Thoungthongkam.
One love.
That was out of court. These early exchanges are very important, Kevin.
Yeah, they are. You know, Saralee is really a very well-rounded net player. She really likes to dictate the pace at the net. You know, I think she's going to play a very important key in today's match.
Well, that was great retrieving initially by Sudket, and then he also attacked beautifully as well. He's obviously up for this. We are mid-afternoon here, so he's shaken out all the rest, and it's not like playing a morning match, is it? You've got no excuse. You're really warmed up, and everything is appropriately warmed up and ready, firing on all cylinders. He's doing well there, and that the score we see at 4-1, it's a good start for Thailand.
You can tell the strategy of the Thai team is to get out on the net first and set Sudket up in the back and try to put away. And they're both pretty good in defense, and so they can really turn things around.
Service over.
R.Mateusiak controlling the net there. It is normal for the women in the mixed doubles to control the net, but obviously it's not their only area of operation. And now we see a big smash, but that was out wide from Saralee. So the Poles are coming back 2 in a row. 214 kilometers an hour with that smash from Nadiezda.
6-3.
Score is actually 6-3, yeah.
Service fault call. Service over.
Well, that's interesting. Just talk us through the service fault. That was called by Elaine Kong, the service judge.
Elaine Kong, yeah. We are seeing Saralee is talking to Elaine right now, asking why my service was fault. Elaine just told her that it was above her wrist. The racket was, in badminton service games, you cannot, move your racket head above your waist and your wrist.
It's both.
It's both, yeah.
That was good.
Service over.
Poor reading. Now, you haven't had a chance because you've just flown in from the States, but we've been watching all week how this drift is playing. And I can tell you, generally speaking, it's been in the face of the Thai team. So it's coming from top of the camera, or top of the screen to the bottom. That's generally how it's been, with a little bit of right to left drift as well, as we saw it on the first camera. There we go. And they're going to have to get used to that. These guys, the first thing they look for, I guess, when they're warming up is where that drift is.
Well, we saw the Thai team had a quick start, leading by 4 points, and Polish team slowly getting back to even the game up. Another enforced error by the Polish team.
232 kilometers an hour, that smash.
Service fault call.
Service fault again, now Saralee. She's got to get a grip on the serve. That's another easy point by the Polish team.
Very, very difficult mentally. If you feel a little bit unsettled, you get into a rhythm in service, don't you? I think
absolutely. As we all aware, the service is a big part of the doubles game, and if you're getting caught on the service fall, each time, it's going to affect yourself and your partner as well.
De los europeos. Service over.
Not even tight, but that drift that I mentioned, a little bit right to left, she's not controlling it, Nadiezda. That's a couple of points that she's lost. There's the service errors. 2-love against Saralee.
Service over.
She won't be too happy about that, but neither will Sudket, because that was a very poor net play.
It was. You know, what's interesting is the Polish team, they just started playing together last year. And Robert has always been playing doubles with Miguel Logas. You know, they've been playing doubles for many, many years. And I mean, I'm quite impressed with how they're coming up the last year, you know, in mixed doubles.
Well, they're certainly working hard and well. And of course, Robert is a doubles player, so and that's well left too. Good work. It's Klaudia Motorowa from Poland, who is the coach. But the interesting thing is, I had a look at the website, the Polish badminton website. They're advertising for chief coach at the moment, you know.
Well, they're always looking for a coach. They have a long history hiring a Chinese coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There have been several Chinese coaches coaching Poland. Really, Robert and Miguel, they were the beneficiary of the Chinese coaching for many years.
Not interested? You're not interested? 3,000 US a month, you know? Oh, no, euros.
Well, I'm done with coaching, I think.
Okay, well, look, we got confirmation of the score there. It's 11-10. And that's at the interval. This is normal. There's the smash winners at 2-1, net winners at 2-1 in the opposite direction. It is very much even, Stevens, at the moment. But look at the clear winners. Okay, Thailand still have the edge there. And the unforced errors, they've also committed more of the unforced errors. And those of you who are watching at home, we don't want to be top of the tree in the unforced errors, Kevin, do we?
We don't. We absolutely try to limit it as much as possible.
Here we go. 12-10. Much better play from Saralee right there. Controlled the net, forced Nadiezda into really eliminating any options for her.
It was good. Saralee was pretty fast, and the Thai team really has very good defense.
Service over. 11-14.
The forced error, service error committed by Sudket. Give another easy point to the Polish team.
Best rally of the match so far, no question about that. We're up to 16 and still counting. This is a really super testing rally, a beautiful shot. That is where Sudket found the center, the most vulnerable part of any kind of racket sport. The vulnerable part is down the middle in doubles, and found it beautifully. That was a great rally.
That was indeed, and it was a great smash down the middle. He got both Robert and then Nadiezda a little bit confused who to take the shot.
Well, he picked that up really well and take a 4-point advantage now at 15-11.
Another service call, John.
Oh,
that's
and it was a long serve too.
Yeah, that was the third time by Saralee, and we are looking at the Sudket talking to the umpire.
Wow. Well, that is, there's a little shake of the head from Elaine Kong as well. She's absolutely certain. Well, definitely a moment of controversy, and although they lead by 15-12, 12-15, you don't want to dwell on it. I mean, that's what, 3 in a row. Well, not 3 in a row exactly, but certainly 3 this game. That's unheard of. I mean, if you do 1 in a match, you're upset.
Right, and a 3 in 1 game. That's really first 15 points.
Unbelievable.
Well, and the margin of error is just you know, very, very narrow.
This time Saralee leaves it well. She needs to do something to just get her confidence back, because she'll be serving again very quickly in this point per rally game. It comes round pretty quick.
13-16.
Sudket has yet, you know, Sudket just made another service error.
Back. Service over. 17-13.
Oh, that's good intercept. Lovely play by Nadiezda. She's a very athletic girl. She moves across that net like a cat. It's very, very, very good anticipation there.
But she's very long. Covers the net pretty well. Not as quick as Saralee. So a tremendous attack by Sudket in the back. Really puts away nicely.
14.
Certainly noted for his aggression and his smashing. Difficult. That was about head height, wasn't it?
Yep.
19-14.
Right. Well, it's 19-14 at the moment. A couple of points away from this opening game. Thailand, the favourites here, and that is now game point at 20-14. It's Thailand after a few moments, let's put it that way. Have come through very strongly, and well, a little lucky there for Poland, but they'll take any point they can get at 15-20. Yes, it been returned in time. Indeed it is, at 21-15. I think on balance the Thais probably deserve that. The unforced errors count, I'm sure we'll find out in a while, but as we can see there at 15-21 they certainly deserve in 12 minutes. Oh, that's all it took to take that first game. Okay, let's check out then the stats, and there you go. That's very leveled up at threes for the smash. And there the net winners, that's the story, isn't it? 7-3, that's a big one for Thailand. And the clear winners at 6-2. So both players have actually done the damage on the attack. And then the unforced errors, they don't want to see those. The Thais have committed a few of those extra. So that is actually the story. The Thais managed to pick up 4 in a row. But you can see if they're winning the clear smashes or the clear shots and the smash winners and the net winners, then obviously they're going to win the game. It's as simple as that. So we're moving into game 2. They've changed ends, of course.
Second game.
And Thailand through. Saralee will take that service.
So Saralee is really quick, you know, she's on top of every net shot.
Difficult when you don't know quite where to place that shuttle in order to put pressure on the opponent. All you're doing is basically saving and defending. Robert didn't like that backhand, and with a consequence, they drop back by 2. Look at Saralee's concentration on the service there.
Right, she does not want to get another service call. You know, I think it would drive her crazy, you know, if she gets another one of those calls.
Good idea, aggressive shot at the net. But, the Thai coaches will not be entirely at peace right at the moment. It's leveled up at 2s in the second game.
Service over. 3-all.
Down the middle again, it's a beautiful shot, and that's obviously he's worked out that's a vulnerable area of the court for the Polish pair. They're not covering it well, they haven't worked it out. Here we go, it's a really big hit down the middle, lots of length. So good shot there by Sudket, and at 4-3.
Service over.
Saralee misses out. A little bit of pressure again, still on that service. That was good. Lovely service by Robert this time.
5-4.
Quite conventional these days to have your partner in front of the service.
6.
Especially mixed doubles.
Yeah.
Because the mixed doubles, ladies wants to control the net first, and so they always, tend to be, standing closer to the net.
The naive might say that they're trying to obscure the sight of the shuttle as well.
Well, it becomes a battle of the net game, especially in the mixed doubles games. We saw the first game, Thailand has cleared net winners over the Polish team. That's why they were overtaken the first game.
Service over.
Well, Saralee fluffs one at the net. She won't be too happy at that. Normally quite confident. Score at 5-8 at the moment.
And then enforced error by Saralee, and she's committed 2 enforced errors in a row that give the Polish team 9-5 lead.
Service over. 6-9.
The Thai team really should narrow the gap down a little bit. They can't afford to let the Polish team to lead by 6-7 points in a row. It's hard for anyone to come back.
In this every point in the rally system, that's for sure. But that was much better by Thailand. They picked up another point there to 7-9. She's not quite at home at the moment, is she? She's not quite onto it. She never normally misses those kissing drop shots. That's her speciality.
Yeah, that's definitely that is her speciality. But she's not been, really focused, I feel, in the second game.
Yet another error forced on by that pretty big hit, 261k for that. And the Poles must be feeling, as they come to the halfway stage of this second game, and this first mixed doubles match here in Madrid at 11-7. Hope springs eternal, I think.
So we talked about earlier, the Thai team is really depending on Saralee, how she controls the net, how she, plays, it's going to be the key for this match. So second game, she hasn't quite lived up to the expectations.
This is this halfway point, which they won, but they're now back in play, and it's Robert to serve. 11-7. No, that's great reflex from Saralee. That's more of what we expect.
But she's very good all-around player. Speciality is at the net, but she can defend as well. Well, she's had it. She guessed the right way, and just a little bit of too quick over on the shot, forcing into the net by Nadiezda.
Well, they've come back within one now, the Thais, in service. Isn't it funny what momentum does? The big clear is out. And again, that drift comes into play there. You can see it. We're right at court side. In fact, we're right behind the coaches here, and particularly the Polish coach here. She can't do much about that, but it was definitely long. Lovely touch.
and she anticipated that shot really well after the serve, and Nadiezda was just waiting at the net after serve.
So 3 points the difference. Saralee holding play up just a little bit, trying to get concentration back. Umpire Kelvin Martin asking them to come to play. It's an important moment in this match at the minute. A feather flies off. And again it's Sudket, but in fact he mixed it up a little bit there. Really, really high jump smash and a high jump drop. Then another smash. It was good stuff by the Thai. He's dominating once they put it up. Once they lift that shuttle, he's the boy. And again, Sudket has played a wonderful, wonderful rally there. Super rally.
Another enforced error by Robert. It's really a little bit of a surprise. It was a rather easy shot.
So they come back within one now. They've got the service. It's Saralee to serve. Let's see whether or not she survives this one. 12-13. Just concentrate on the racket head. Just watch this. Oh, look at that. So fabulous. She's taking no risks.
Oh, that was a terrific return by Saralee. Unfortunately, it just a little wide.
But it looked for all the world that it might just creep in. Yeah. There you can see our fastest shot at the moment. We're there at 2:30.
John, I don't know if you noticed that there seems to be a little bit of a communication problem between the two Polish players. You know, if they're not sure who to take what shots.
That's really obvious when that shot comes down through the center.
Right.
A couple of times now we've seen Sudket take advantage of that indecision. Well, there was a hand of apology there from Sudket.
It was a bad return.
And is it going to, well, Nadiezda is, okay. No, that's why the hand of apology was up there. It really was, I think it was probably in the face, was it?
It was in the face, right in the left cheek.
Smash winners at 7-3 then in terms of Thailand support, and I tell you that's all I think of Sudket's ouch. Now there's some great Polish support here. Yep. There must be quite a few workers here in Madrid, I think. But they're certainly cheering on their team, which is great to hear and see. Again, it's that smash of Sudket that they can't control. It's not just the speed, it's the placement as well. And into the body is a really vulnerable place, isn't it?
Right. And the Polish team has been playing really well, but however, the Thai team has really kept the game close.
2 points the difference. Poland still hold the advantage. Significantly better. Both teams in defensive mode, neither going backwards and forwards, are both at the sides. Oh, yes. Oh. Saralee comes through with a lovely intercept. Option of shot there, maybe not so great, but let's have a look at this repeat again. A big hit from Sudket. Saralee comes in cross court and absolutely dead. Good intercept. Nice rally.
Very nice. That's the second best rally we've seen so far in this match.
16-17 coming into the real big end of this game. Thailand having taken the first are now 2 points behind, and once again you probably can hear right behind us here in the commentary area, we're at court side. The Polish supporters giving it all. I think there's a few ties here as well. It's really quite interesting.
Right, you know, every point from now on becomes very, very important.
Well, the main scoreboard is in the hall is not working at the moment, so thank goodness we've got our screen scoreboard right up to date here.
18 all. As Robert made another mistake in the back. Cross-court smash, it was just wide. The tie has come back, tied the score at the 18 all.
Service over.
So I must have seen like Sudket made like 4 service mistakes already in this match.
It's where their problems have been lying. The serve, getting the shuttle into play is being the problem. And of course, mentally they're on the back foot as a result.
Right. Another big smash by Robert. They reached their game point.
There we go. And we come to live. And that is the game point in this second game. It's in. Oh, man, that was a big moment.
20.
Big moment at 19-20. And the pressure's on this young lady. Saralee must get. Oh, look at that. The racket head is
she served over.
And it's deuce at 20s. And Robert looks around. He can't believe it. He can't believe he made an error like that up the net. Let's just have a look at it. He comes to it. And trying to make it too tight.
Sudket intimidated him a little bit by rushing to the net.
Nice interplay, but Saralee makes another unforced error for the third time then. It's a chance for Poland to level it up and take it into a rubber game. Well, disappointment for the Polish bench there. There was a lot of aggression, but not a great deal of control. She knew what she was going to try to do, but didn't happen. It's 21 all. Good work by Nadiezda. She wasn't intimidated.
She wasn't, and she was still being very aggressive, which is the key, you know, for any team to get ahead of 1 point ahead of the time.
Right, so for the 4th time, it's game point in this second game. Having conceded the first, the Poles have a real big chance here.
They got a chance.
That is it. Well done. Okay, so that's 23-21 in the second game. And I tell you, they were certainly deserving of that. We go into the rubber game, and there you can see 21-15, 21-23. So let's have a look then at the recap of the stats on that first game, and there you can see the ties take the first 9-5, and it's essentially Sudket who did that, and just edging the net winners as well. And the clear winners were gained to Thailand. That's extraordinary, isn't it? And then the unforced errors, they're 5 up from the unforced errors. So that's 5 points they conceded there, and a lot of those were serves, I'm sure. Contested points, most consecutive points, can I say, was 4 all. And that is how we're receiving these. The umpire, Kelvin Martin, there you can see, he actually puts into that system what he conceives to be the stats, and we receive those a little bit later. Some reason we don't have the service errors, but I can tell you now that there are about 7 against Thailand. I don't think there's any against the Poles, so it's certainly it's Thailand that is having problems getting that shuttle in play. But Elaine Kang, the service judge, there she is on the left of screen, right in the middle. She's called the ties on several occasions. Sudket managed it this time to get it in play, and that one drifts out. So they have a 1-love advantage at the beginning of this rubber game, the third game.
Another mistake by Robert, and Thai jumped on it quickly 3-0 in the deciding game.
While we're at the early stages of this game, let me just tell you how the teams got to this stage in round 3. The Thai team only had one match. In fact, that was against the French pair of Stoyanov and Emad, and they beat them by 21-13, 21-12. They were only on court for 21 minutes. So to be fair, the Thais haven't had much opportunity to expose themselves to the conditions in this hall here in Madrid, which is vast. I mean, the ceiling just goes on forever. It's almost twice the height of the lights we see above us. And the Polish team, they've had 2 matches prior to this. They beat, in the previous round 2, they beat the Malaysian pair of Gan and Fong, and they lost the opening game 17-21, then took the next 2 21-17, 21-16 in 38 minutes, and in the first round they beat the Japanese pair of Shintaro and Satoko by 21-15, 21-16. So they've had a couple of opportunities to be out here, and I think that it makes a big difference. Here we go then, back at the 3rd game. This is the rubber game. 5-1 in favour of Thailand, and this is really what we expected in game 2 as well, Kevin.
It is. The Thai teams really readjust themselves for the 3rd deciding game. They know taking the early lead is critical in winning this 3rd game.
2. I don't know how many errors she's made quite at the net herself, but it's not doing the team any good, is it?
Nope. And as we couldn't be talking more about it, her performance, her reduce of error is going to be critical for the success of the Thai team.
Polish coach Klaudia Motorowa. A lot of badminton happening here in this Palacio de Deportes, and we can hear quite a lot of things going on around us. We are on court 2. There are another 3 courts where there's a lot of action, so don't be too distracted by the sound in the background. We are still watching a very, very interesting battle as everything's leveled up at 5s.
Well, the Polish team slowly coming back to this 3rd game, and we're looking at a very even game right now.
They've got to eliminate these errors. There's no question. They've got the attacking play, but they've got to try to get rid of those errors, particularly at the net. That's a bit better.
That's very better. That's what she's doing. Her strengths are.
Is that a smile I see on the right?
I don't think so. A little bit of concern.
Down the middle again, vulnerable. Nadiezda couldn't get back. Not terribly hard, only 191 in terms of kilometers.
Robert is kind of disappointing himself as he made a commit another enforced error.
Sudket.
Sudket is like a cat. He jumps from left to right. It's amazing.
Siamese cat, huh?
Yep. A Thai cat.
Service over. 8, 9.
We are right down below, right on the surface, just behind the court. And the Thai coaches here, they are on the edge of their seat, actually. You can see their body language is amazing.
Service over.
They live every point. Oh yes.
Great shot.
If you can do that every time, it's the perfect shot.
It's perfect. You can do that 21 times, then you win the game. But it was a tremendous effort by Robert. He dove, sacrificed his body.
Okay, we're at 10-8 at the moment, and they're just getting a little toweling down because there was some sweat on the floor, and obviously that's dangerous. We're not at the interval yet here, so there we go. Smash winners. It's still up to Thailand at the top at 8-11. Net winners at 21-19 is not so confident there. Clear winners, yeah, still with Thai. And they're still in the lead, but Poland catching up with the unforced errors. As we see a beautiful drop shot this time by R.Mateusiak. That's a great shot.
It is. Totally caught Saralee flat-footed. Another smash down the middle. Sudket.
It was not too hard either, and they come to the break. It was 263 there, you can see.
You're saying this is not too hard?
Well, okay, yeah, but I mean, we're not talking about world record stuff here. There you go, then we come to the break in the third and final game of this mixed doubles encounter in round 3 at the moment. And it'll just take a couple of moments before we get in. Thailand just deserving of the edge, 11-9. Sudket very aggressive at the back, moves, as you say, like a cat around the court. He's very, very fast and athletic. And the umpire Kelvin Martin of Barbados has just called the players to court. And I quite honestly, I think the Poles need to actually come back into it right now. If they allow Sudket and his partner to get clear right now, it's going to be difficult.
Absolutely. And they really keep on it. The Polish team, that's exactly what they just did. They picked up the pace, they start forcing the attack, and picked up a nice point to narrowing the gap a little bit.
Change of shuttle. The Polish crowd are really giving their heroes, hero and heroine, a big round of applause here. Call out.
12-10.
Oh, crikey. That was a high risk, but super shot. Very, very clever. That inside out is played with the forehand from the way in the backhand side.
In the back, she has very good vision of the court. She saw both Polish players standing in the right side of the court, then she pushes smartly to the left hand side.
14-11.
Our team opens up the gap a little bit.
Out.
Yeah, another service mistake from Sudket.
And leaves it well. He knew it was long, and that means they've come back into this game now pretty well at 13-14 with the service. Robert to serve. Ooh, it's good. That's a clever piece of play. He's been around a bit, isn't he?
He has.
He's been there and done it, and this is really going to be a tremendous sculpt if they take the Thai team here. 14 all, and it's building up to something special. Robert, he's so frustrated there. He'd put it on a plate to Nadiezda.
Well, he knows, he knows they got a chance. You know, so every point counts, every mistake counts as well.
It's in, and there's the mistake.
There's a mistake. Yep.
14.
Yeah, huge frustration. We're live. 16-14 to Thailand.
Saralee.
That's all you need to say. Saralee.
Saralee.
That's the net.
That's a good one, Josh.
Chance to make amends here. The 22-year-old's getting a little bit tight, I think. She's just not quite relaxed enough. Very, very intent on trying to get it. She's trying to be relaxed by Robert. Robert just puts a touch on her shoulder, saying, it's okay, relax, relax. That is just a bad, bad lift.
Sudket's flick serve really caught Nadiezda by surprise.
It's a big match, and we've got another 9 to follow this. I hope you've got as much stamina as we have. It's 42 minutes at the moment, and I think it's all going to be very difficult. After getting so close at tying everything up at 15-all, they now drifted 4 points back. There's 2 points in it for Thailand, the favourites to continue. Oh, and that is now match point to Thailand. Sudket and Saralee, having been really, really up against the wall here. The Poles put up a brave, brave battle, but that is it. And what a, well,
16-20.
dear Saralee again.
Saralee, that's all you gotta say.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, dear. Well, that is it. There was a little why. They put their hands together, just a greeting there from the Thai couple. And they have done it. It all came to a little bit of a damp squid end there because it was so exciting initially. It was 21-15, 21-23 the second to the Poles, and then 21-16 after promising so much. It was a little bit of a damp end.
Right, and the Polish team really fought well in this match.
So a big, big effort there from Thailand at the end. Poland did their best. It wasn't good enough. It was 2-1, and we look forward to some more great badminton